And we're live. Hello, everybody. Hello. Hello to Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. You know the rule, you know the routine. So let me make sure. There we go. I'm getting better. I told you every week I'll get better and better. And I believe it is in the Debt Free Lounge. Good morning, everyone. And we'll just give Facebook the opportunity to catch up. And for everybody to get on. We're going to be talking about rebuilding your credit today, and I definitely want to see your comments. So just give me another second. We're going to be starting. Oh, I'm a little bit early. I came on a little bit early because I wanted to make sure that I started on time. And so just come on into the room. I'm giving you the opportunity to do that. Come on into the room, everyone. This is our weekly Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. I don't know why, but it usually shares to the Debt Free Lounge late. So let me see if it'll let me share it. I hope you guys are having a super week already. Today is Wednesday already. I hope your week is going great. Mine is going just fantabulous. So, welcome everyone to Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. I am popping in, and you know what? This one is going to be really quick for real because I know I say that every week, huh? Welcome everybody. Say hello to me when you come in. I can see that you're in the room, but I cannot see who it is. So, but wallflowers are welcome. But just say hello to me. Let me know that you can hear me and see me just fine. Um, Today is going to be quick because there is a class coming up on rebuilding your credit, and I'll talk about that towards the end. So I will not be giving you all of the tips today on rebuilding your credit, but I actually want to, I'm being guided like to just do this with the twist. So, but let me just say hello to everybody because this might be shared. Hello, everyone. I am Chris Roebuck, founder and CEO of Live My Life Debt Free. I am an author, speaker, minister of the gospel. I am a coach, financial coach, counselor, and I love empowering people to live a debt-free life through teaching financial literacy. And every Wednesday we have, for the past few weeks, we come together and we have a Wisdom and Wealth Wednesday. And I give tips based on questions from generational wealth builders in both communities. So I am really happy about doing that. I'm excited that you are here with me this morning. And for those of you who will replay it, I will be checking for your comments, but and since I do not see them yet, I will check for them later. But the question had been posed, or a request had been made to talk about rebuilding your credit. So, I really gave it some thought and prayer. And, my question, actually, the request I'm honoring, but I have a question for you. Why rebuild your credit? Okay, you're probably saying, like, are you kidding me? I thought you said you were an expert. Yeah, I am. So, but you have to know, you have to be intentional about whatever it is that you're doing. Why are you doing it? How do you know that it needs to be rebuilt? Um, you know, so what I'm going to say, let me just look at the word rebuild first. I thought, let me just look at that. And we all know what that means. But I thought it was powerful to share it, though. It's to build again after it has been destroyed. So to build again after it has been destroyed. Now, so if your credit has been destroyed, then you need to rebuild it, right? So that means that perhaps your credit scores are low and your buying power is down, or you have no buying power. So I'm gonna suggest a few things. I'm going to suggest what rebuilding your credit is not. We know what it is, and I know that you know what you have heard, people say that you can do to rebuild it. But let me share with you what rebuilding your credit is not. Well, Chris, how is that going to help me? Why do I need to know what it is not? Well, why not know what it is not? Why not be empowered about what it is not, so that when you are told that whatever it is, XYZ, if you do this, you can rebuild your credit. So if you know what it is not, then you'll know, you'll be able to recognize what's a real good deal and what is not a good deal. So at any rate, it is not something that is going to happen overnight. Rebuilding your credit is not a miracle that takes place overnight. So when you have someone who comes to you and says, I can pay me $500 and I can help you rebuild your credit right now. I can help you to get a high credit score right now. I will say to you, run in the other direction as fast as you can. Because that is just not something that happens overnight. Rebuilding your credit is not reinventing yourself. Reinventing myself, how, Chris? Rebuilding your credit is not reinventing who you are. It is not creating a new person with a new social or a new EIN number. No. Okay, that is not my belief. That is not what I teach. Now, you can do whatever you'd like, but in the Live My Life Debt-Free community, that is not what I promote. Now, you don't learn anything by just having someone that you pay $500 create a new you. So then the new you gets a clean slate, however they do it. And, I'm not getting all into that. But you still have the same behaviors. You still have the same mindset. Nothing else changes. So rebuilding your credit is not reinventing a new you. Rebuilding your credit, let's see my note. I see, that's why you want to have a senior moment. That's why I had a note here so I could remember. It takes time, and it is worth it. Rebuilding your credit the right way, it takes time and it's worth it. It does not happen overnight. So let's just, make sure that we, understand that, together. It does take time and it does not happen overnight. I was just checking. I saw some names, but I can't see the comments. I'll answer after this is over. So I'm sorry, I can't see you. I did pull them up, but I can't read your comments. So there was something that I will share with you, concerning rebuilding your credit. And as I said, and I hope that you really got the top half of this, because that is the most important thing that, I really need you to remember. I know this subject of talking about finances is something that people do not enjoy. So I try to make it as, light as I possibly can. So, that's why I even laughed a little at the beginning. But, it is really important, though, that you understand that this does not happen overnight. You can't fix it. If everything has been destroyed right now, just don't worry. Don't worry, because whatever has been destroyed, it can be, rebuilt. It does not matter what it is. It can, if you have bad credit and you had good credit before, it can reverse itself. by doing it the right way, by doing the work, and by, by changing your mindset, your behaviors, and, exchanging the old ones for good ones, old bad behaviors for good behaviors. So a credit checkup, and I made a note here, a credit checkup will help you to determine what needs rebuilding. Let me say that again. A credit checkup will help you to determine what needs rebuilding. Now, when you go to the doctor, or I go to the doctor, and we have an annual checkup, that's going to help us to, or help the doctor to know, what needs to be done in order to, give us help to maintain good health, or to help us to, to lower that high blood pressure or that high cholesterol. Praise God, I don't have that. But, I know you know what I mean. So doing a credit checkup will definitely help you, to determine what needs to be rebuilt. If you haven't looked at it, how do you know it needs to be rebuilt? And you're out just doing things that you've heard somebody else did to increase your credit score, but that may not be something you need to do. So a credit checkup. And how can you do a credit checkup? You can go to www.annualcreditreport.com, and you can pull all three of the credit repositories, Equifax, TransUnion, Experian, at no cost to you, and it doesn't harm your credit score. Once per year. It is a government website, so you can go there and you can pull that down. You can take a look at your credit history. You need to do that before you try to recreate a new credit profile. So, hopefully you're getting this. This is very, very important. I'm just glancing for your questions. And if you have questions, please type them there, and, I will do my best to answer them. If I can't answer them now, I'll answer them afterwards. And there's two other things I want to touch on. I know I said this was going to be just really short, because there is a credit rebuilding your credit class coming up in September. But I need to, for the believers, I need to say this, because I know that you've been told a lot of things that you should do in order to rebuild your credit. And that's co-signing, become a co-signer. No. Proverbs 11:15 says, it is poor judgment to guarantee another person's debt or put up security for a friend. It is poor judgment to guarantee another person's debt or put up security for a friend. Some translation says that you will suffer for doing that. So let's think about this real quick. If you are co-signing for someone, what does that mean? That means that they cannot qualify on their own. And granted, there are some people who just need a start, a helping hand. And there's nothing wrong with that. But the word of God is saying that that is not something that we're supposed to do. Because what happens is that you become responsible when they default. Because if they can't afford to get, whatever it is that they need you to co-sign for them, then that means that they're a high risk, and the probability of default is great. Okay, so let's just get that. Now that's out of the way. Last thing, and then we're going to sign off, is becoming an authorized user. I've heard people say, hey, if you become an authorized user on my credit card, then you can build your credit. I don't recommend that. And let me tell you why. You're still not learning anything by just taking hold of somebody else's credit, which, if they default, now your credit is worse than it was. So please, please, please understand that it does not, rebuilding your credit profile cannot happen overnight. It didn't happen overnight it wasn't destroyed overnight. So it cannot be rebuilt overnight. Enjoy the journey, embrace the journey, do the work, improve your bad behaviors and replace them with good ones. And I guarantee you that you will be a better steward of your finances, a better manager of your finances, and your credit profile is going to be stronger because you have the knowledge and you've applied the knowledge. Knowledge is not power. I know what people say. I know what some experts say. Applied knowledge is power. Knowledge alone, you can have all the book knowledge, you can go to every workshop, you can listen to every Facebook Live, but if you do nothing, you're not going to receive any benefits, from just having the knowledge. So applied knowledge is power. At any rate, let me check before okay, I don't see anything there. So at any rate, yeah, like I was saying before, I know that some people who will replay this, are expecting me to tell you what to do. Well, you can attend the class September 15th, and you will see a flyer soon in the community, Live My Life Debt Free community, or the Debt Free Lounge. There will be a Rebuilding Your Credit Profile class, and that will be September the 15th. And we will get into the details, of what you can do legally to rebuild your credit. So listen, thank you all so much for joining. Some people probably thought that I don't need that. I know how to rebuild my credit. Well, hold on. I did something wrong here. Wait, I have all these different technologies. There's questions I do want to answer or comments that were made. So bear with me one second. Anyway, I hope that you have gained something, from this live stream today. I am intentional with every live stream that I do. I want to be a catalyst for change in your life. I want to be, someone who makes a difference, who makes the world better, who empowers people to empower other people. So, hi, Brother Keith Brown, Sister Latrice, Lisa Latrice. And you said discipline. And Brother Keith says loud and clear, you've got it. All right. Well, thank you all so much for joining. And those of you who will replay this, just remember, it doesn't happen overnight. It's not going, it wasn't destroyed overnight. Your credit is not going to be repaired overnight, but I guarantee you it can be done. So stay tuned, keep your eyes open in both communities for the flyer, September 15th. I will be doing a Rebuilding Your Credit workshop. And it will be on Zoom. So thanks again. Have a super week because you simply can. Peace and power.